Welcome to DBL. Tori and I were like gawking over this cover yesterday.
Oh my God.
I know. Rihanna brought out her family for an epic photo shoot for British Vogue. Rihanna's on the cover with her 9-month-old son and boyfriend, rapper A$AP Rocky. On Instagram, she revealed she had no idea she was pregnant with her second child at the time. She also had no idea she was having a baby when she agreed to do the Super Bowl halftime show and did not reveal the name of her firstborn either. Now, Rihanna famously turned down the NFL back in 2019 out of solidarity to former quarterback Colin Kaepernick, who was criticized for taking a knee during the national anthem. As to why she said yes to the NFL this time around, she said there's still a lot of mending to be done, but it's powerful to break those doors down and have representation at such a high level.
No pun intended. She's in the rafters at the Super Bowl. I kept thinking about that with, you know, sometimes when I'm just like looking over something with my youngest son, I always have this weird scenario where he's going to fall. Can you imagine having a child within you and you are, I don't know how, a couple 100 feet above I thought that alone was courageous, but I really respect what she's doing, and I think that I get it now, like what she represents to the modern woman that does understand that it is possible to have everything they want, career and success and a family, and the idea that up until now, women were going to work knowing that either they're sacrificing that relationship with their husband and their kids, or sacrificing their goals to want to do whatever they want to do. I couldn't imagine. It's something I hadn't thought about. I'm embarrassed to say I hadn't thought about it until I sat on this panel with you guys. So I get it now.
Yeah, I think when I look at Rihanna, especially in this way, because we've seen her evolution. So I know a lot of people, anytime we see superstars or people who are very wealthy, the first thing is like, oh, well, if I had millions of dollars, I could do whatever. But I remember when Rihanna was like 17 and she was performing at our local radio station concert and just sitting and having a conversation with this very young girl who we got to watch. Like, I mean, that's why it was so emotional for me watching her at the Super Bowl, because she became a mogul and a pop icon and a mother, and that, like, the visual of her. And I want Tori to really break down that cover, because to me, I'm also seeing someone who she is leading the charge while also carrying a child.
Yes.
Her partner is in the background and as a show of support with their child, you know? And it's like, people always have this like idea of what success would mean to them. And then there's this other idea of like, sometimes we really do have to dream a little bigger. And I love when I see people manifest that dream of just something a little bit more. But I know you have a lot to say about it.
No, you said it beautifully. I was just going to add that the photograph itself is like,
Can we see it? Let's
stunning.
look at it.
Yeah,
Let's look at it.
Quickly look, they make a heart in their negative space, and then they're holding hands. The diagonal lines of her pushing through the cover, coming at, leading, as Erica said, but still holding on to motherhood as she goes into her career. Also, like, the baby not looking where she is. They're all looking in different directions. That's also okay. They're all doing their own thing, but she's clearly proud and walking towards what she wants. It's a beautiful photograph.
I guarantee she's in all Fenty. She's
for
such
sure.
a brand hustler in such a great way. Like, during the Super Bowl, when she stopped and paused and did her face
with her
Fenty.
830%.
Couldn't pick a better commercial for Fenty. Brilliant.
Amazing.
But also, people asked about Fenty. We had this conversation. Fenty came around at a time where people who looked like me were very underrepresented, and she encompassed the idea of like that. Remember that first lip gloss? Jure, our makeup artist and creative director, ran out and got us all that same lip gloss because it worked for all of us.
Universal. Exactly.
There were all of, the different colors and shades that were about people who weren't represented in that way. So yes, get your flowers.
Yeah. Well said. Okay, so there was a shocking reveal on the season premiere of The Masked Singer. The Gnome performed Frank Sinatra's classic, When You're Smiling, and had the judges guessing. He was either Dustin Hoffman, they thought, Robert De Niro, but during the reveal, the actual performer had the audience and judges losing their minds. Watch.
The legendary Tony Grammy and Emmy Award winner, the one and only Dick Van Dyke! Oh my God.
I love you so much. We love you. The whole world loves you so much. It's an honor to have show.
I'm 97 years old.
Amazing.
Now that is a legend. Why? What's up with the face?
I don't like this show. I think he's a legend. I love Dick Van Dyke. This show is stupid.
All right.
What are you, a gnome? That's a legend. What are you, standing in a Christmas tree? What are you, a duck? I hate this show.
What if they paid him an arm and a leg?
Great. And you know what? He deserves whatever he wants. I'm not judging at all. I just really think that show's stupid.
Okay. I don't know where to go. Sorry, Chris. We're gonna. Do you have something to say?
Can't follow that.
Yeah. I mean,
I was supposed to do this show here in Denver. It got canceled. So next time, if they come around, I'm going to invite you.
You were not.
Not this, but like the touring one.
Oh, I was like,
but I'm going to give you a special invitation next time they come around. Yeah,
Okay,
COVID
we can all
ruined
like
it.
different things. We can like different things.
And I'm going to be a gnome too. So if you're in Denver and you
Is
see a
anybody
gnome,
just shocked that a 97-year-old looks as great as he did?
It's
When they took that-
fantastic.
97.
where was that comment after Tori talked?
I was in shock as well.
Well, it's
Rita
just so
Moreno
much
looks good, too.
passion
Do you
around
think you think those people right there
No.
screaming have any idea who that guy is?
No.
Yes.
No.
I'm with Jeff.
Probably not.
They don't
It was
know.
generations ago, but still, that's still super impressive. He is a legend.
This is wah.
The camera
Okay,
was
we're
on them
moving
and they
on.
jumped
Stop. Some stars are revealing some interesting facts about their contracts. So first, Rebel Wilson claims her Pitch Perfect contract stated she couldn't lose a massive amount of weight. She said she had to hold off on her year of health until it seemed like the movies were over for good. Rebel, who played quote-unquote Fat Amy in all 3 Pitch Perfect movies, said she couldn't lose more than 10 pounds for 6 years. And Keanu Reeves told Variety he has a clause in every one of his movie contracts that prevents studios from digitally editing his performances. He said the move came after he noticed a tear was added to his face in one of his movies about 20 years ago. Jeff, what do you think about these contracts?
I don't know. I think 2017 was a long time ago, and in our society, I don't think you could put that in our contracts nowadays. Even though you're playing, or can't even, we've come so far. I can't even say Fat Amy on television without someone making a meme of it. But I think that today, what they would do is revamp her character. She doesn't have to be. I'm uncomfortable.
I get it. I get it. It's uncomfortable even saying it. I think it's fair. I think The Machinist with
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
It's not the same.
Because it's a woman?
I'm uncomfortable.
Okay. I'm just saying that at some point, if you're an actor, your body's part of it, and you got to either go with it and you take the role, it's consensual, or you say no.
Do you think that which I don't know which Hemsworth plays Thor?
Chris or Liam?
I think it's Chris.
I don't
Right?
know. I don't
It's
know.
Chris. Do you think that there's not a contract? There's not
he has to
something
be-
that
yes.
he's
Yeah. Jason Momoa for Aquaman,
Dad
they
bod
have-
Thor.
yes.
It's like this isn't like body shaming.
Dad bod. Yeah, I
this is
agree.
a cartoon character that we're basing your real life character on, and you need to look as close as possible to this character.
It's a craft.
And so
But you're not allowed to tell them that.
Well, no, yes, you are. That's what your contract is, because that contract is saying if you pick up this bag of money, you need to look like this. If you don't pick up this bag of money, you look however you want. So if you want that bag, and she got that bag for 3 movies, then you can't complain. She knew the deal. No one took her wrist and forced her to write it.
I actually think she's saying the same thing as you are.
Right.
That's why she waited until after. I don't think she's complaining. She's just telling it like it is.
Right.